Seaman's art career is taking off at the tender age of 89.
It's been phenomenal.
His whimsical drawings are selling like hotcakes. His popularity came out of the blue.
I just started doing it more to give myself something to do and entertain a few friends.
Bob needed to fill his days after the coronavirus pandemic isolated him from the outside world. He moved into Maplewood Assisted Living in Westmoreland just 2 weeks before the shutdown. He didn't see his daughter Robin or anyone else for a year.
I've always been able to entertain myself by drawing.
So for 6 hours a day, every single day, he plops himself down at his drawing table in his one-room apartment, churning out a daily doodle.
I got the idea of doing some of these things I'd call doodles, which are pretty good-sized drawings.
Yeah, hardly doodles. Bob's drawings are intricate, elaborate illustrations, often about science fiction or fantasy.
For years, I had flying dreams. This was just a reflection of that idea of flying.
He starts with a pencil sketch, then finishes with ink, colored pencil, and watercolor.
What I get out of it is the fun of doing it, and it takes up most of my day, so I don't have to figure out what to do with myself.
At first, his doodles were a little dark, depicting the mood during the pandemic. Here, Bob draws the world, symbolized by that little ball, overpowered by the virus.
It just was this dark, threatening figure.
Soon, Bob would add pops of color, humor too, hoping to cheer people up.
This one, I love visual jokes, and so this is just a visual joke, like sort of a Jackson Pollock, where he just throws paint, and so they throw paint all over the wall and then put a frame over it.
And this amusingly clever piece, Bob calls it Portraits of a Shy Family. After he completed his first few, he sent the drawings to his daughter Robin Hayes and a few friends.
Like, how do you do this in a day? And I would be just so blown away that I would put it on Facebook.
Social media went wild. As interest grew, Robin began selling originals, prints, and greeting cards on Etsy.
The Etsy app goes cha-ching every time you make a sale. So we woke up the next morning. All day my phone was just like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
It just started to go nuts.
Half of all sales go to charity. Initially, COVID relief funds, and now a different local organization each month.
I just didn't feel right about making money off these doodles that were bringing so much joy to people.
The plan was a doodle a day for 1 year.
We got to a year, and the virus was still, it was rampant, and we were no better off than we had been. So we just kept going.
On this day, Bob draws doodle number 505, titled The Big Machine.
To create a scale, I put these two little figures in.
One of the hard parts is you got to think of something every day to doodle. Coming up with ideas is getting more and more difficult as time goes by.
Staying within a theme helps. He can stretch one idea into oodles of doodles.
So I did a box of rocks, a box of locks, a box of socks.
Bob didn't just discover his artistic talent as an octogenarian. He's been drawing since he was 3 or 4 years old.
I'd draw on anything. I can remember as a kid going to the waste paper basket and getting, form letters that had been sent and drawing on the back.
His portfolio quite impressive, painting and drawing all through school, while in the Army, and as a side hustle during a 30-year real estate career. Then, at age 60, he quit his job to pursue his hobby professionally.
I wanted to be an artist,
And he succeeded, illustrating books and magazines and designing greeting cards. Then in retirement, this unexpected resurgence.
I've been very lucky. I've been really fortunate and lucky.
especially considering his eyesight is failing.
I tend to see double, and I find myself trying to erase things, that aren't there.
And breathing is labored without supplemental oxygen.
I know he'll draw every day until he can't anymore.
And Bob's got plenty to draw. Maybe he should add to his doodle theme about time.
The wrong time, fast time, no time at all.
This is his time. Nearing 90 years old, he's having the time of his life.